So, something's wrong with these cars. What do we think? What's wrong with this one?
The inspection.
Think you can drive it?
It's not going to pass inspection.
No. Well, sometimes car accidents happen, right? Does everybody wear their seatbelts? Yes. All the parents wear their seatbelts? Ah, okay. So, wearing your seatbelt is really important because I'll tell you what, if you ended up like this car and you were in the driver's seat, you would crash down to the bottom or worse, out of the car. We don't want that. It happens, we don't want that. So if you wear your seatbelt, let the car protect you. Cars today are designed to protect you. They're designed to crush around you, to protect you. You need to stay in that car. The only way you can do that? Seatbelts. Seatbelts keep you in the car, and then the airbags provide additional protection. Airbags don't work without seatbelts. We need you to have your seatbelt on so then the airbag can do its job. So the moral of today, make sure you're wearing your seatbelts. Always have them on, even if it's a short trip. It can save your life. And the rest of the car is designed to do its job as long as you do yours. Your job, when you get in the car, what's your job? Seatbelt. And what's the car's job? To protect you, to keep you safe as long as you did your job. All right? So what we're going to do today is we have our firefighters here who are going to show you what we do when this happens. So in this scenario, we had a car accident. Something happened. This car rolled around, ended up on its side, hit this car. Now, for today's argument, we have a person in this car, and there's a person in this car, okay? Now, we're simulating this today because we have you all here, we want to keep you safe. Some of what we're doing today is prepared and situated. You're going to get to see how we use our tools. So, we can't just open the door over here, right? There's no door. Right? That's hard, right? So how do we get that person out? We're going to show you. And then on this one, we're going to show you that if the car was hit and you can't open the door anymore, how do we get you out? And we have the tools for that. So what we're going to do is we're going to let the firefighters start their job, and I'm going to narrate what they're doing so you understand what's happening. All right? So everybody just stay where you are so nobody gets hurt. And everybody stay behind the cones, okay? There we go. You guys stay behind the cones for me, okay? We want everybody to stay safe. All right. So what we're going to do is I'm going to narrate this. So what we've done is we've responded. We've come in the fire truck. We've come in the ambulance. We're here. We're at the car accident. And we've figured out that we have some things to do. First thing, this car's on its side. Is that dangerous? What could it do? What do you think? I heard it. It could flip over. It could tip over and crush our firefighters. So we don't want that to happen. So they got these special struts that are designed to stabilize that car. So they're creating the places they need to go with these to stabilize the car. So Lieutenant McCormick came in. He took the hood off with his tool, cut that right off. These struts will keep that car safe while they're doing the rest of their work. At the same time, we have our firefighters on this side working on this car. We managed to gain access to the back door. We have a patient in the driver's seat. They're putting a sheet over the patient to make sure that they don't get hurt from any of the work we're going to do, because there's going to be glass and things flying around and tools. So we want to make sure that is safe. So you can see the person is covered for their protection. Nothing to be scared of. We're going to be in there talking with them. So if this was you, you have a firefighter right in there talking with you, making sure you're safe and keep you as comfortable as possible while we get you out. So now what we need to do, so we also have our brand new recruits, just started, right here. Let's give Allie a big round of applause. She's our first time in our open house. And here we go. Watch this. This is pretty neat how glass breaks. We have a tool to do it. Anybody know car glass broke like that? No. So car glass breaks in one shot. But the front windshield doesn't do that. We'll show you that shortly. So your front windshield has a thin layer of plastic over it so that it stays intact, so that it will hold together even when we cut it or break it. You can't shatter it like the side windows. So if you watch, this is what they're going to do with that. On this car on the side, they're finishing up their stabilization of the car so they can work on gaining access to the inside of the car to get the person out. So we have a lot of tools. So if you watch this tool here, that's what we call a Halligan. A Halligan does a lot of different things. It can shut off a gas meter, it can pry things open, it can force a door, it can create a hole in a windshield so we can get our tool in there and cut it. It does many, many things. So now you're going to watch how we're going to cut it. So now we have a tool that's going to cut that windshield. And we always have a plan B. Who's ever had their phone die on them at the worst time? How about something that's battery powered dies at the worst time, right? So what are we using now? We use the battery powered tool. We always have a plan B. We have an axe that can cut that windshield in a pinch. And that axe doesn't have batteries or an engine. As long as we start, it'll start. So we always have a plan B. That's our job. So they're finishing up the stabilization. Who knows what a triangle is? Triangle? Everybody know what a triangle is? How many sides does a triangle have? 3 sides, right? So to keep a car safe and so it won't tip over, we need to create a triangle. A triangle strong. Does anybody see a triangle here? Oh, look, ready? One side. The strap is the other side. And guess what makes the third side? The car. So by creating a triangle with our tools, with our struts, this car can't move. So that's what we do. We like the triangle. It's strong. So you got to find that triangle. They're doing it with the back one too. Same thing. You got the strut, the strap underneath, and the car's rigid. It creates the back side of the triangle. So they're finishing up their windshield cut. So now that they have the car stabilized, they can get in here and work on this car. They're going to take that windshield out now. So while we're working on these cars, we have somebody inside with them, right? So if they need medical help, we're giving that to them in the car. If they need an IV or oxygen, we can do that to them in the car while we're there working. So we don't just leave them in there by themselves. We get them ready with help. So here we go. We don't have a windshield now, so that means that they can start working on the roof. Anybody want to see one of these cars become a convertible? Yeah! Well, I think it might be a permanent convertible. I don't think you're going to put the roof back on when we're done. All right, so we have the windshield off now. We're starting to gain access to where the person is inside the car, okay? So now this is to keep everybody safe. We didn't put somebody in there because we're practicing today to show you all. So we're going to pretend there's somebody in that driver's seat, okay? So now we have one of our chores of life. This is a cutter. It's like a super amazing, powerful pair of scissors. It can cut steel. Watch it cut that. It doesn't look like it's moving. Trust me, it's moving. Get ready, you're going to hear it pop.
That's what they say about Noah when he's on the football field. It doesn't look like he's moving.
See, it's going so slow? It has to get there it goes.
Noah might have gone so slow.
And there you go. It just cut all the way through all that steel. So we're going to go along the lines and get ready to cut this thing right off the car. Now back on this car, they're working on putting the door open because they couldn't get in there the normal way. So one of the things that we fight with, right? All these cars are designed to crumple around you, right? They're designed to protect you and crush around you. But they're also don't like our tools. The metal likes to peel and do its job like it's crushing. Our tools want it to stay rigid so we can pop it open. So we always battle with that, but that's okay because the car did its job. So now it's our turn to work with it. All right, so they're working on the roof over on this side. So we have, if anybody wants to learn something about cars, right? On the front of the car, the front part by the windshield, we call that the A-post. So that's right here. That's the A-post. The one in the middle, between the doors, what do you think that might be called? Anybody got an idea? What's after A? B-post. What do you think the one in the back of the car might be called? C-post. You know how to work on cars now. A-post, B-post, C-post. All right, so this car is a convertible now. We roll that roof down. We got access to that driver's seat, right? So once we take that seat belt off that you are all wearing, we can lower that person out onto a stretcher and take them to the hospital if they need to go. So let's give them a round of applause for this car over here.
Oh, is that in front of you?
Oh, no, 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 no.
So now they're still working over here. All right, so we're going to take this door right off the car now.
Whether or not they're approved doesn't matter.
Here it goes, watch, it's gonna pop. Oh, one more shot, we got that. See how this goes? See how we peel that metal back? We just gotta keep working on it.
I'll take it in that way.
So now we've got enough access to the hinges, we'll use those super cutters. Those super cutters are going to cut that hinge open. There's one. Did you hear it pop? There's one. We got another one coming.
We'll go back over there. We're on the outside.
All right, we're going to cut that second hinge. And we got a door off. So now we have the door open and off. We have a lot of access. We can get the person out of the car, get them out. Then we can put them on the stretcher and take them to the hospital. Let's give them a round of applause.
Bigger than other things like right, but it depends.
All right, so I just challenged them. Who wants to see this car lose its roof?
Talk about it. I don't understand.
All right, who wants to see them take that?
Yeah, for like the first yeah. One year I don't think we went out.
I think,
So while they're working on that, getting some good training opportunities for our department, because these things are training as well as show and tell. We have our live fire prop right to your left at 1 o'clock. We're going to make that one on the right really burn. There's going to be a lot of fire in that. You can see something pretty neat. And we're going to show you why you should sleep with your bedroom door closed. So that's at 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock. So there's also pizza inside. You're welcome to stay here and watch them keep training. You go back in and get some pizza. And you can use our hose prop. We can do all sorts of things. It's all still going. And our next big demonstration will be at 1 o'clock.